How's it going, guys? So we're here with another movie review video. We're gonna be talking about Kraven. Um, there was a lot of speculation with this film. People were saying it's ass, it's shit. Um, Now that I can understand, because I know in this day and age, people are like, "Oh, well, it is a Spider-Man type of villain, but it's not really Spider-Man." Because you know how some people are. If you don't see Spider-Man on the big screen or any of the Avengers, and there's always been an issue with that because, yeah, for example, Morbius. I felt like it was a good movie. The issue was that people were following him the whole film when there was no familiarness with it. But that's what these movies are supposed to do. That's the point. You're supposed to follow these characters so that if they do appear in another movie, you're like, oh, I know where he's from. But with this one, it started off with a little bit of a backstory to Kraven, obviously, because that's what every movie would have done. We get a whole backstory of the family. The father's an ass. The mother offed herself. The brother, Dimitri. I'm trying to remember these names. I know. I gotta remember. So the whole first film was just the origin, Kraven busting out of prison. I don't know if this is too much of a spoiler, but I'm just saying there are a couple appearances, just like if you guys played Spider-Man 2, the game. I don't know why I was confused with saying that. But yeah, the game, you saw the Chameleon and Rhino. No, Rhino wasn't in that game, just the Chameleon. But in this film, we get the appearance of Rhino, the Chameleon, and the Foreigner. I have no clue who the Foreigner is. For the longest time throughout the movie, I was like, oh, he's the Chameleon. And then you got to a certain part and you're like, oh, no, he's not. So I don't know much about the Foreigner at all. All I know he has like a cool ass power, like he counts to 3 or something, and I can't tell if he stops time or what the hell it's supposed to be. But it's a lot of familiar faces in here. Except for the Foreigner, obviously. I guess if you're a Marvel comic addict, then you probably know who it was. Calypso, she played a big part in the film. She helped Kraven in the beginning by giving like a magical type of serum to him, which made him more animalistic. But yeah, badass. The fighting scenes were awesome. Like that was my impersonation of trying to be cool. That wasn't really cool at all. Picture a Deadpool movie. That was the type of action here. Only not as good as Deadpool, but it was that type of gore. There was I love the traps that he set up when the people were going after him in the woods. It was amazing, man. I don't know how to explain it. There was just one trap. I think both the dude's feet were like stuck in like bear trap type of things, and then he gets pulled towards like a blade, I think, or something that looked like a blade. It was kind of hard to picture it. And then I'm pretty sure he got sliced in half. He went, whoo, and man, oh man, was that a cool one. He snapped a damn bear trap on someone's head. That was insane. Yeah, if you're into like films where people are going sneaky around the place and you like those really bloody type of kills. I mean, it's not don't get me wrong, it's nowhere on the level of Terrifier or Saw, but it has its moments. Let's just say that. But yeah, nonetheless, the movie was pretty great. You got a good fight scene between Rhino and Kraven. I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of weird in a way because the Rhino we see in or at least clips I saw of it in Spider-Man 2, the film, he was like in a robotic Rhino suit. So I'm sure there's different variants and stuff that I just don't know about. But yeah, nonetheless, still, it was a great film in my eyes. I could see why it did go a little bit slow, but that's the purpose of these films. That's the whole you're supposed to get a backstory on these characters, because most of you, like me, don't read the comics and stuff, so we had known nothing about these people. Honestly, if I never played Spider-Man 2, I probably wouldn't know jack shit about Kraven. But other than that, it was a great film. I think they really portrayed it best. Sadly, I heard Sony's not going to keep going with these films after, you know, they've done Madam Web. What was this other film I was thinking of that you just did? I think Morbius counts. I think they did that too. Morbius, Madam Web. I mean, Kraven, obviously, now. But, I don't know. The point is, they were doing these solo films, and now I think they're stopping it because it's not really getting any traction. And, you know, to be fair, you kind of released it at a bad time. You know, Sonic 3 is out, and I already did a review on that. It was pretty great. I think that's another issue. You know, when you release things to film, and, you know, you're always going to be battling with someone else. And when you look at the screen and you're like, do I want to see Kraven or do I want to see Sonic 3? You know, that's what it comes down to. But I think people need to start giving these movies a chance because I didn't hate it. I don't know why people were just shitting on it. I guess they just didn't care and, you know, decided, you know, go fuck itself. But I honestly enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Now, if you're not into slow-paced film, I know I've had people... I've had this one chick I used to hang out with a lot. She went to the theater with me, and then she just go on her phone. Because I guess the movie be too boring. I know too many people that do that. Me personally, I give the movie a chance. You know, I'm not like... I feel like nowadays everybody does that. Everybody just sits there and they're like, oh, good movie? Yeah. Oh, let me check my Tinder. You know, it's like, I feel like everybody does that now, and... That's probably another reason why people said the movie was shit. They probably just stared at their phone the whole damn time and just said, oh, yeah, I seen Kraven. Oh, how was it? Oh, it's alright. But, I don't know. Like I said a million times in these videos, take my reviews to heart. I'm not one of these people that's going to sugarcoat it. Or, you know, I give you the honest truth. You know, there's going to be people out there that don't do that. But... you come here, you come for the real reviews, bitch. I give you guys the real good stuff. But if I had to rate the movie, now it's no 10 out of 10. If I'm being real, it's not bad. I'd give it like a good 7 out of 10. I know it's still like really high up there because I do not see it as shit. Some people do. Maybe they have certain reasons. Maybe they just don't like Kraven. They'd rather see Spider-Man on the big screen. I did hear we're getting a Spider-Man 4 in a couple years, so I guess wait till then. But, yeah, Venom 3, that's the one I was thinking of before that Sony did. But yeah, other than that, it's a good film. Go see it. Take my word for it. Give it a chance. You know, if you're one of those people that like to wait and you don't like seeing in theaters, you want to wait for it to come to DVD or something, do that too. Or streaming, it comes streaming, you watch it then. You know, but other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not sure if I mentioned Dimitri, the brother of Kraven, he's the chameleon. So I don't know if I mentioned that between them. That was probably just a huge spoiler to you guys, and you're probably gonna shit on me for that one. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.